Welcome to the hub where knowledge is key. Regal Learning Hub, the best you'll see. From math to science to history and more.
What is a negative? In today's discussion, we shall be looking at the concept of negativity or negation. Before we proceed, make sure you click on the subscribe button, like and share. We shall be using various scenarios to explain this concept. First off, a negative is a flip of the status quo. A status quo is simply the present situation as things are, as opposed to as things could be. So, what this simply means is that when you apply a negative or negativity to an event, it means it flips it to an alternate one, or to the alternate one it could have been. For instance, we have an electric lamp that is being switched on. When you apply negativity to it, or when you negate that scenario, what happens? You are simply switching it off. So, think of a negative as being a flip. So, when we flip the switch, what happens? The light goes off. When you flip it back, it comes on. So, think of negativity as a flip. Okay? Flipping it from one reality to an alternate reality. Now, let's now bring it to the concept of numbers. We shall be applying the concept of flipping them to indicate what they could be. Now, a negative number changes to a positive number. Simply, when you negate a negative number, it simply has to change to what? A positive number. So when you apply negation to a negative number, it brings it to a positive number. The number in its present state is negative, but then when you apply negativity to it, just simply flip it. If it is negative, flipping it simply means that it becomes what? Positive. Now think of the number -2. Okay, let's introduce the negative sign in front of it. What it simply means is that we simply switch it to its alternate form, or to its alternate form that it could have been, if not being negative. What does -2 become? Of course, it becomes +2. Now, a positive number, on the other hand, changes to a negative number when you apply the concept of negativity to it. Okay? So, simply put, if I introduce the number 2 and then I introduce the negative or the negation sign in front of it, what does it do? What happens to it? It becomes basically -2. It was positive, but after flipping it, it becomes what? Negative. Now, when applied twice, it returns to its initial value. In other words, when you apply the negation of a value twice, you are simply returning it to how it was even in the first place. Let's say we have 2. Let's negate it for the first time. What do we have? We have -2. Let's apply the negation twice. So we have the 2, our first negative, and our second negative. Now, what it simply means is that flip it and then flip it again. So when you flip 2, it becomes -2. When you flip the -2, it becomes what? +2, back to what it was in the first place, as shown on the screen. So in our next discussion, we shall be looking at the multiplication of integers. Kindly click on the subscribe button, like and share. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.